Hello everybody, welcome back to iCraft SMP, and we are going to be working on one dilemma that we've got to deal with actually all three of these systems. So one of the issues that's going to start happening is once this fills up with spider eye, it's eventually going to clog the system. Once this fills with string, it's eventually going to clog the system. However, I don't see string actually clogging the system as much because people generally don't clog the system full of string. Down there in the zombie farm, there will be a few things that will eventually clog the system up. And what I will eventually want to do here is I'm going to want to take this and separate out some of the stuff that, like pretty much this stuff, I want to separate out from the things you can actually collect. And so there should be another chest system, probably... Actually, right behind this wall might actually be a good place for that, because that way I could stick a chest like right here. It would have to be like a little bit lower than where this is, or I could stick this chest, because if you notice where this is at, this is the dropper down. So I could do some readjusting, stick a chest up here, stick a second chest down there, and then have it go this way a little ways. And that way the third chest could be actually floor level there, so I could fix it for that one pretty easily. Oh yes, I gotta replace that eventually with some stuff. But yes, we are going to be working on some automatic recycle bins. And how these recycle bins will work is they will fill up until you press a button. And they will keep emptying until they're completely 100% empty. This is our idea behind all three of these. We're going to start the first one down here because look at this. This one is already full of stuff. Like, it's practically full, and it's going to run out of space here. So we need to recycle pretty much everything that exists in here. It needs to go into a recycle bin, so that way the recycle bin then can recycle itself out. Oh my god, that is not funny. That is absolutely not funny. What the heck, man? What the heck? That is totally not funny right there. That creeper came from somewhere and blew me up. Inside my own... Oh, I wonder if he came from downstairs. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. I had actually stepped away from my computer just for a second, just because I was looking something up, and I died. Good job, me. Okay, let's see if I can get that back. Okay, I'm not sure where that creeper came from. I really don't. I got the majority of my stuff back anyways. Some of it I didn't. Well, at least I don't think I did. This thing's just like full of just junk, and I lost 2 chests of things. That's insane. Well, that fixed that garbage problem, didn't it? Well, let's fix this real quick because I lost the hoppers. I can't do much about that, but at least I can fix this. And that would do. And I lost some, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyhow, so I also lost the chest that was here, really. Oh, man. Okay, let's stick this hopper back in, stick this chest back on. What I was originally doing was I was attempting, before this all happened to me, I was attempting to count how many blocks I actually needed to do for this to actually work. So I was going to have a chest there, a hopper was going to go here, and then it was going to be essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more right behind it. It's going to go 5 backwards, like all the way back over about to here. I don't know how much I actually need to have beyond the 5, but this is as far as I was going to go, because this is where the recycling bin system was going to be able to fit and everything. And now I'm kind of worried about what I did and what I didn't do, you know what I mean?
Redstone.
Okay, folks, after hunting around for a whole almost stack of iron, I now have enough hoppers to actually get myself all the way over to here. I'm not going to connect this one just yet because this is going to just fill up with crazy items and stuff, and so I don't want it to like do that just yet. I want to eventually just suck this one out into here, and then actually, you know what, it's almost like we have to do this with all of them, but hopefully people will just like transfer this downward. Oh geez, hopefully people would just transfer the stuff that's up here downwards eventually, and if we need to, we will eventually have those ones filled up. But the idea here is you're going to have a bunch of items filling up this chest. Once it's completely full, then we will see where we go from there. I've been hanging on to a comparator since I died, and that comparator is going to be measuring this here, facing the wrong way. That comparator is going to be measuring what goes into here, and this comparator is going to get hooked up to a block if I don't die in the process of doing this. And then next to the block, actually on this side, next to the block over here, it's going to be a piece of redstone. So I know people may want to see this like totally torn up and done in stone brick just because it's better. And let's get rid of this. Stick a piece of... Oh no, did I lose an entire... Oh, I thought I lost an entire stack of redstone. I did not. And then actually right in front of this will be a repeater. followed by another stone brick block right there. And that will encompass essentially what we're building as a little mini clock. So that way the signal gets measured in here that determines whether or not this gets turned on or turned off. That's the condition here. And then hopefully this hopper is not going to be in the way. We will find out shortly if it is or it's not. If so, we might have to do some rearranging. Okay, turns out I did mess it up. This is going to get in my way just a touch. We need a piece of redstone here, and I'm afraid that redstone's going to lock out that hopper as well, and I really don't want to do that entirely. So what's going on the block here is going to be a furnace. This is going to sit here as part of our lockout system, and we're just going to throw a random item in there, and hopefully that will not get torched or anything like that. The furnace is... Oh, I forgot a comparator. Hello. Let's take my second comparator, stick that there, and then stick my furnace there. So the second comparator is going to be comparing essentially what is in that furnace, and then that furnace itself will be then determining whether or not the system is on or off, essentially. Right, and that is the purpose of this furnace right here. And as you notice, it turns it on, and we need to put this in some track mode so we actually get the opposite reaction of what's going on over here. Okay, one of the things we're going to do is because the button technically needs to be somewhere around this area, we're actually going to move the button over to here, where this block I just accidentally broke is at. And so what we need to do is we need to make some modification for that to happen so it doesn't accidentally interfere with this block here, and it doesn't interfere with the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to take redstone out from here. The redstone's going to go down technically this way, and then it's going to go... I need to change some of these blocks out here, but it's going to go down and around. Okay. And technically this would have actually gone... How do I put it? Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Okay, I messed it up. I thought it was going the wrong way. Anyway, so redstone is actually going to go from here, this side of the comparator, and it's actually going to interconnect with the button that's eventually going to be up this way. We have to make sure that we're high enough away from that button. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to do a little bit of climbing along the way. So we're going to take this block, this block, this block, and this is where our redstone path is going to be headed. And so redstone coming out of this block here, it's got to go down just a touch just to avoid this block. So we're going to go into the wall a little ways here. And then this will be the place where we can finally stick our redstone pathway. So it's going to go here. And then this is the portion where it's going to rise up. So that way it gets out of the way of anything that's over here. And then we're going to put a repeater facing this way. So that way the power goes inward. And then over the top of this block here is where it's going to curve in. And then that redstone's going to come up, and it shouldn't hit anything. So if I have a button sitting right on top of here, in fact, I could probably have it going into the button. If I do this right, I could actually have a button right next to the chest. So let's see if I can make that happen. I think I can make that happen. The only way I can make the button go into the chest, not into the chest, but into the button itself, is to have a bit of redstone that goes this way. But the only way to have a bit of redstone go that way is to do one more curve. And that one more curve is going to have to make sure we don't interfere with anything there. So the easiest way to make sure that happens is bang, 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 done. Okay, so that way it will power that right there. If I do a good job, I don't have a button. If I do a good job, I can create a button real easily in my inventory. Bang, done. In fact, I should have like some random button floating around from earlier, but hey, whatever, it's fine. There it goes. It works. It works. Perfect. So the button is working like it should. This here is actually going to be covered up because it's going to be part of the wall that's going to be designed right in here. This is going to be designed as well, and is going to ideally cover up all of this, so that way the only thing you see is essentially the line that goes right into here. Now, I could just move this forward, and maybe I will do that. I don't know, because it's a little bit on the low side. I could just move this forward a little ways and just start it up here. That way I'm not using so many hoppers. Let me see if I can do a quick redesign. I was just thinking about it. Now I want it closer. Okay, folks. Now, the only thing left we need to do is we need to gather ourselves some lava. Now, there's plenty of lava floating around in this entire area, so I'm going to go grab some lava, and we're going to see if it actually survives in here. If it does, great, because then we could just connect the system up and just pretty much wall off this entire area in mostly stone brick would probably be best, because that way this whole thing will be stone brick right there, and this will not, it'll just be essentially more of the slab. And then I just got to fix this under here. I didn't realize that this was not what it was there. And I might just have to fix it all the way around, going all the way back, unfortunately. At least this area here. And these 2 blocks as well will also have to be just slapped over. But anyhow, let me get my lava block. I don't know where I can find some real easily. Actually, I do. There's a lava tunnel somewhere around here. I remember seeing some. There it is. We'll just borrow this guy. Nobody else is using it anyways, and I need to get to that lapis anyhow, so might as well just borrow this guy's. 1 lava bucket, good to go. Now we're going to see if we're going to burn down this entire area. If this works, then we'll be able to apply this across the board, at least in a few other areas. This should do it, and this should light it up, and that will help burn the items to oblivion. Let's just take some sample items. This bow is actually a very good bow. I don't know how to split up the bows, short of just making another section like right in here somewhere, and just put the bows in, maybe. But, you know, realistically, you're just going to get endless bows. You could just piece together a couple of bows. It won't take very long to do that, quite frankly. We're getting bone just because I'm in here. This is kind of fun. But yeah, so we're going to put furnaces lining all of these here, so that way we're not overloading the system. Let's just do a quick test. We'll just stick that guy in there. Stick that there. And I believe it got burned. Nice. So let's take a few more tests. We'll just do a few of these bows here. I put against a few other things, but hey, this will work. And I want the granite block, but we'll take out the andesite. I did them all except for this. Gotta fix that. Okay, it works now. I had to change it to a lever because apparently when I hit the button, that would power that on, that would get turned off down there. But for some reason, down there wouldn't actually do what it was supposed to do, which is very odd and very weird. It just wouldn't, like, it would only toggle like the first 2 and then nothing else would pop out. I'm not sure why that is, but hey, I'm fine with that. So we're just going to stick a sign above this thing, and that would just kind of explain the purpose of this bin right here. And then what we're going to have to do here, we're going to need stairs, I believe, if I'm lucky. Ah, geez, you scared me, Pigman. I thought you were going to be like another creeper. Anyway, oh my god. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to make a couple of signs, and then what we also need to do is get some upside down stairs. I do have a couple of stairs. This is nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. This stack right here is the bone chest. This stack right here is the arrow chest. Essentially, I pulled out a bunch of arrows because we don't need that much arrows, actually, because most everybody's going to get infinity. And this stuff's probably never going to really get full because everybody's going to keep pulling stuff out of here. However, if the arrows start to get really full, just throw it down that way. This stuff up here is eventually going to be for enchanted bows until it's completely full. And then we'll have to pull stuff out. This is going to be for normal bows, which will eventually have to get pulled out. And this is going to be for items that we just don't want anymore, like, as you can see right there, stuff's getting taken away. So that way, all that stuff can end up down here, so we can actually recycle everything that's in here. And this is actually a double chest of items. These things right here, by the way, Iron is on her way to pick up some gold items. Sorry, I don't have any more gold items than that. You'll have to kind of find your way to get some extra stuff, you know what I mean? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same thing with the spider area. I'm going to probably have to shove it back there, just because of how dangerous it is. It's going to have to get shoved back there, and maybe, if I'm really good, I can shove it down there too, just to have like a double chest thingamajig, where this stuff will actually fill into the other one. I'm not sure how to do that, because honestly, you know what, I don't think I need it for this yet. I think I'll keep an eye out for it, and if this stuff seems like it gets too full, I can always throw it in that one. That's fine. And then, I don't know about the zombies. The zombies may not need it either, so we'll have to play it by ear. Yeah, so just thinking about this actually just for a second. I don't think I need one for here either, because this mostly is just going to be rotten flesh. I'm going to keep an eye out on this too. I'm going to throw this over there for Andis, and then so a lot of this should be pretty easy to pick up. So this is kind of a basic episode on a recycling machine. Yes, I know, a recycling machine episode. What is wrong with me, right? We're going to get moving into some other stuff, I think, in the next episode, away from the skeleton spawn. So that way we don't have to deal with this either. But yeah, I'm just, I think, going to use this for who knows what she's going to use it for. Why do I have this? I don't even know why I have that bow. That bow is going in here. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff out of here, and I even have some other stuff. I'm keeping that one. I'm sorry, Andis. I'm keeping that one. So, yeah, in the next episode, we're going to move on away from the skeleton spawner thing, and we're going to see if we can do some stuff with the house. and go from that point forward, I think. And in the meantime, if you like this episode, please do like and subscribe, and definitely leave me a comment, and I will definitely see you guys in the next episode. Alright guys, as always, see you next time. Bye! Okay guys, this is actually kind of funny. I have to see this now. What are the arrows doing? That's what I thought they were doing. They're just like shooting up in the sky. That's actually kind of funny. That's kind of funny right there. Oh my god, I love that. That's awesome. That's probably gonna break the game. Sorry, Luke. I broke the game. Ha ha!